Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. club. Honey C, good morning. Barry Beige, top of it. Top of it, man. How y'all feeling this morning? We off of holiday weekend. It's 2 free Mondays in a row. How y'all feel about that, man? Mondays are get started days. Mondays are action days. Mornings are preparation days. And had pretty easy ones the last couple of weeks. Y'all do anything exciting? JD, top of the morning. Great Beige on it, man. Morning workout done already. Old City Kane, top of the morning. Yeah, man. Y'all slide on up in here, man. Let's get our morning going. Still working on my first 16 ounces of water. Just getting it going. Savory Dave, top of it. I'll be putting down some of them sauces this week, man. Get my practice on. Flavoring it up around here. Yeah, man. We at 3 minutes. 3 minutes after the hour. 3 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on. Yeah, let's get nice and acquainted around this camp.
Poppy's Bourbon. Strong enough for a man, smooth enough for a woman. Drink responsibly.
Let's do it. Let's move this up some. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good this morning, y'all. Feeling pretty good. And the main reason, new 5, it's because I said so. It's Monday morning. Time to take control, claim the day. Oh, man. All right, let's do it. Let's do it, y'all.
Gotta get up early, nigga. Any nigga get up past 2 o'clock it got no money on his mind. Always remember that. Any nigga who get up past 2 o'clock, if you get up past 2 o'clock every day, you 12, 13, by the time you 21, you ain't gonna be shit.
Shit, he really need motherfucking 10.
If you get up past 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock every day, by the time you 22, nephew, you ain't gonna be shit. Listen to me, I'm telling you.
JD Jimerson, shout out to myself. You tapped into the 5 a.m. club. What up, Blaze?
What's good? It's your boy, The Real Chief A1, who is The Real Chief TV on YouTube. Shout out to Bad Boy Blaze and the whole 5 a.m. club. Waking up and getting your mind right to start your day. Shout out to yourselves.
Yo, what up? It's DJ Cy Mill. You're now tuned into the 5 a.m. club. Shout out yourself. What up, Blaze?
Let's see. 4:59. Shit, looks like you're right on time for the 5 a.m. club. Come for the positivity. Stay for the game. Shout out, Blaze.
Yeah, man. Let's get right into it, y'all. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Very important. We put so much emphasis on our positions in life, where we want to be, where we are not now. Get started. It's the secret to getting ahead. Get started. Whatever it is, whatever thoughts you have, whatever ideas you have, whatever you haven't accomplished that's still on your list, get started. Don't overthink. Don't go too far. Get started. A few people in here now. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend, a good extended weekend. Got a little bit of time this morning. That's Real Chief TV, top of the morning, brother. Top of the morning. Welcome back to the start of our week. Let's get into it. Any special announcements this week? We got any birthdays, special occasions, special events? Let's get those all taken care of. Let's get any birthdays out the way, any special events, anything special to you, special to us. If it's not your birthday, if it's your wife's birthday, your boyfriend's birthday, your husband's birthday, your girlfriend's birthday, your kid's birthday, anything special to you is special to us. Any, marriage proposals, engagements, marriages themselves, baby showers, baby expectancies, anything important to you guys, feel free to spill those on in. Let's get that together. And while we on that note, let's get prepped for our weekly goals this week. It's gonna be a tough week for me, but I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be tough based on how relaxed things have been the last week for me. Physically, that is. Mentally, boy. Man, boy, listen. Mentally, I've been getting challenged, as I'm sure you guys are too out there, and that's why this is so important, man, that we stay together, that we stick together, that we stay on top of our business. I touched on this a little bit last week. We got into it, a little bit about parenting and whatnot, and man, that has been by far one of the most challenging jobs that I didn't know I had. And by that, I mean, obviously, I knew that was my job. Obviously, I knew what I signed up for. Or so I thought I did. I had an idea. And don't we all have those? Couldn't we spend a whole hour of this show just talking about ideas, ladies and gentlemen? Everybody has them. They come in abundance and all that. But I never knew, because there's no book on this. There's no pamphlet. There's no easy guide. We are going to be the easy guide. I'm going to create an easy guide for parenting, and it won't be an end-all, tell-all, but it'll certainly act as a guide, act as a navigation tool, and you apply it where it fits in your life. But man, that's been tough, man. I don't know to look at it for what it is or look at it for what it is. And what I mean by that is, on the surface, it just seemed like something to keep me on my toes, something to keep me going. But really, it's deeper than that. This is the gateway to bigger and better. That's how I look at challenges. They start off as headaches. They start off as very uncomfortable things. They start off in the form of a problem. But overcoming that problem, getting through the situation, defeating the opposition, whether it be a physical person or whether it just be a situation you're working on, whatever it may be, the best way to get over it or to get past it is to get through it. Yeah, so that's easier said than done. Won't make it seem like we got the easiest job in the world ahead of us, ladies and gentlemen. But nonetheless, we do have a job. Divine Bebop. Morning. Welcome back to the club. We do have an enormous task as people who want to succeed, people who look forward to achieving, people who make it their mission to achieve, to be winners. So let's talk a little bit about being a winner this morning. You know, being a winner is not just a statement in itself. You know, being a winner is an action. To be a winner, you have to act. Have to actively head down a path. You have to actively seek out ways to win, ways to overcome things that would typically be a problem for you, ways to overcome the opposition. Have to do it. It's not enough to just wake up and say, I want to win, although that is very helpful, although that does something. It's not enough to say it's just going to happen. Barry says, you're going to make it through strong to the other side, Blaze. You got support here. Man. Yeah, you know, as much as I know that, I appreciate those words because it gets tough. You know, it gets tough. Especially when you think you got something under control, you know what I mean? Especially when you think you got something under control. It's nothing more off-putting than realizing you don't. But I'm glad I understand the assignment. The assignment for us, ladies and gentlemen, the assignment for us is to achieve, is to accomplish, is to conquer, is to create. Whether it's creating a path of enlightenment for yourself and your family, whether it's creating ideas, whether it's creating content, whether it's creating family structure that works for your family to give you optimum outcome, we have to do it. We have to do it, and all we have to do is know that by doing it, by actively, you know, attacking something, planning something, that we must accomplish it. We must achieve it. You know, any human with a subtle purpose must accomplish it, and we are humans. We are humans. Yeah. I don't want to dive down that road too far. We'll be talking about that all morning. No. We gotta, but that's good though, because this is real life happening in real time. You know, that's why it's so important to control as much as you can. And when it comes to control, you remember you can't control anything or anybody but yourself. So prepare yourselves for your days, prepare yourself for your evenings. It's a good thing at night before you go to bed to think about the day you have ahead of you, to think about what's coming tomorrow, to set yourself up for tomorrow. You know, set yourself up for tomorrow. Makes it easier. And when it comes to making things easier, it's not taking the easy way out. It's not looking for a cheat code, even though these thoughts act as a way out, act as cheat codes. You know, that's not the basis of our thinking. the basis of our thinking is to make sure that we power through, make sure that we get what we have coming to us, make sure that we get our lessons, make sure that we get our exercise in, make sure we put in the work. Oh, City Kane, what you got for us? Taking the words from Bruce Lee, be like water, especially when it comes to parenting. Yeah, learn how to take what life gives you. Yeah, man, it's nothing truer than that, and life will definitely give you some curveballs, man. Definitely give you some curveballs, and you know, best thing we can do is be prepared. Honey C says, this week I need one peaceful day, just one. I hear you, sweetie. I hear you. And you know, as adults, it's not easy knowing that we don't have as much control as we like, which is why we exercise here Monday through Friday, which is why we exercise morningly. We exercise every chance we get our mental muscles, because that's the only way they get stronger. And our mind is the best weapon we have. So it's very important that we exercise it as often as we can, because that's our hope. That's our help. That's our help. You know, we have tough times. We have tough days. And as Honey C pointed out, we have tough weeks. And in some cases, tough months. But I like to share with y'all something that I typically do when something gets overwhelming for me, or when I feel like it's all bad. I always remember that it could be worse. So I encourage you guys to adapt that thought in itself. Always remember, it could be worse. It could be worse. I had a conversation the other day with my son. We took a trip out, trip to the mountains here. Hung out a little bit, played around in the little water channels, and had the fellas time, father and son. And he's struggling a little bit in school right now, and he's a very, very bright kid, very smart guy. So that made it easy for me to know how to approach him, how to go about this conversation or whatnot, or whatever I got to do to get him back on track. He told me, that he basically was, distracted. He told me he was distracted. And I can understand there's a lot of things going on. I'm not with his mother. We are two different people with two different lifestyles, two different ideologies. It happens. But he told me about some less than favorable things that took place during his childhood. He didn't give specifics, but he did talk about, in his word, these were his exact words, that, good chunks of his childhood was whack. That's his word. He said it was whack. And, and that hit me a little bit. Number one, I'm thinking, are you shitting me? As hard as I work to give you this life, as hard as I work to put you in position, as hard as I work to put you in this community, put you in a school, put you around these friends, you know, give you these opportunities, as hard as I work to make this happen, you got the nerve to tell me that your upbringing was whack? And all I could think about was, you have no idea what whack is. You have no idea what a tough upbringing is. And in making that statement to myself, I was talking to myself in my head like he has no idea. I'm only speaking from, or only you know, thinking by comparison. But just because you treat somebody better than you were treated, that doesn't mean it's okay. If you grew up getting your ass kicked 3 times a day and you kick somebody else's ass 1 time a day, you can't say, hey, listen, you got it way better than me. I got my ass kicked 3 times a day. The nerve of you. You know what I mean? Yeah, it doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. You know, so I thought about that. So thinking about that, I'm like, all right. And I feel like I know my biggest problem is that I just felt like it was gonna be easy. You know, it's first of all, it's a boy. We're gonna bond on that. I run into a lot of walls that he won't have to, you know, blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't work like that. It doesn't matter what he is. He's 2 people. It's a part of his 3 people, actually. It's part mother, part father, and then it's himself. You know, these are little people that we're raising. We're not maintaining vehicles. We're not upkeeping properties. You know, we are not. You know, we're not sharing an object. These are people, little people that grow up to be their own people, to be themselves. You know, and then growing up and being people and being themselves, they got experiences. They go to school, they go to different schools than we went to. They live lives, they live different lives than we lived. They're experiencing things with the times. This is a different time for them than it was for us. But we still got to stay positive. We still got to stay optimistic. And most importantly, we have to stay open. We have to stay open. I started watching this show on Netflix called Georgia and Jenny, or Jenny and Georgia. I may have it backwards, but I know it's Georgia. The mother and Jenny, a daughter. It's about a mother and a daughter. Well, the mother has 2 kids, it's a daughter and a son, but it's primarily about her daughter. Her daughter's a mixed kid, you know, living in today's times, going to today's schools, suburban school. So she'd been moved around a lot, blah, blah, blah. You don't want to get that kind of detail, go check it out. But it opened me up about a lot of things. You know I experienced some things going through school, you know, racism or being different, you know what I mean? I lived in the hood all my life. Not all my life, but my childhood and early adulthood too. You know, it wasn't until I was able to really, you know, be somewhat successful in my business to the point where it allowed me to, you know, do better for myself. But these young people, They experience a lot of things, and they experience their own things at their own time. And we got to stay open so that we can, you know, we can follow along. We're not gonna know everything. We're not gonna be on top of everything, but we can follow along. I'm just, you know, I'm just spilling out here, y'all. So y'all, while I'm talking, definitely, if any of those weekly goals come in, shoot them in. I see the Real Chief TV. This week's goals are continuing from the last 2 weeks: consistent content, gallon of water a day, and to complete construction on my workspace. Excellent goals. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna be, you know, I'm gonna catch them. But Chief TV. Yeah, man. Anyway, Netflix, Ginny and Georgia, man. Excellent show. Very enlightening. Watching this young girl who's biracial, a teenager. It's a lot of things. You know, if you're not dealing with a biracial kid, you are dealing with a teenage kid. If you're not dealing with a teenage kid, you're dealing with a kid who in a suburban school. If you're not dealing with a kid who, you know, you find whatever relates to you. I'm sorry, not work. Yeah, whatever relates to you. Ms. Walker, good morning. Welcome back to the 5 a.m. Club. Appreciate you. You learn so much about them. You learn much about yourself, and you know, you take what applies. But it was very, very enlightening to see the different things that these kids go through, you know, in life, at school, outside of school, sports, whatever else they may be a part of. It's very interesting, because you think you know and you don't necessarily know. And I'll tell y'all, that's one of the biggest things you can go into this knowing, is that you're not going to know everything. You're not going to know everything. You're not going to get everything. And if I could say anything, that's the thing I would say to prepare y'all. We are not going to know everything. And I know that's tough for some of us, especially overachievers, especially people who pride themselves on being ahead of things, on staying on top of it. We are not going to get everything. We're not going to understand everything. So the best we can do is remain as open as possible. Approach things like they're brand new. Approach things like they're brand new. In some cases, the worst thing in the world you can do is go into something thinking you know how to do it. It's not always the case. But yeah, these little people go through stuff. They really go through stuff. And you know, it's very, very important that you always be somebody that they can count on, that you always be somebody that they can come to. It's very important that you not only, you can't just say that to your loved ones. You have to show it. They have to feel it. Certain situations came about, and I just wanted to tell my son, oh yeah, son, listen, don't you sweat that too hard. That, your daddy's an expert in that. Don't even worry about it. I got you, son. Trust me. And we all know the trust me story. Any guy comes up to you, any girl comes up to you, anybody comes up to you and say, trust me. It's almost the last thing you want to get at person. It's the last thing you want to get at person is trust, because, you know, O.C.D. Kane says, let time do its thing and continue to parent. Man, thank you, man. Thank you. I'm going to wrap that up. And that's where I'm a bottom line of that, because, man, it could not have been said better right there. Let time do its thing and continue to parent. You know, and I think that applies in any situation that you guys want to plug it in. I'm talking about parenting, but if you're talking about a relationship, if you're talking about a position at work, if you're talking about business, a job, let time do its thing and continue to grind, continue to work, continue to learn, continue to be open, continue to continue. That's a real thing. You know, and that's what I got to do. Continue to parent, continue to do what I do, and it's gonna come about. It's gonna come about because the things that I know that are most problematic to me are things that I can't change, things that have already taken place, things that have been done already. You know what I mean? Things have been done already. 3 days for these 2-day workouts. Barry, man, shit. I wanted to ease into this, Barry. Barry finna get me out there, man. I'm finna be training, which I'm supposed to be too. So thank you for that, brother. I appreciate that. Barry Bay's goals is to continue these 3 days a week, 2 workouts a day. I love it. And that's actually a goal that I'm adopting too, the 2 workouts a day, 2 45-minute workouts a day. And one of those workouts are outdoor workouts, you know, run, walk, hike, jog, whatever it is, just something outdoor. So that's pretty dope. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm one of those guys that if I want a particular physique, you know what? I'm gonna go eat right. I'm gonna work out daily. I'm gonna build that body. If I want my car to perform a certain way, I'm gonna break that motor down, rebuild it. I'm gonna do, do what I gotta do to make it what I want it to be. But life doesn't work that way. There's no one thing you can do to guarantee a certain outcome. It doesn't work that way. So you just have to be prepared and like my man said with the Bruce Lee reference, you have to be water, adapt, adjust. And the things that make you the most uncomfortable are the things you're going to get the most out of. Things that make you the most uncomfortable are the things that you're going to get the most out of. Flip Liz, that's a good goal, man. Get on down here. We got a spot for you for sure. Push them lids, man. Let's get them caps out here in every house in America. You understand me? Let's get every urban and suburban, whoever. Let's get all these people, man, rocking the latest. Promoting your product, man. Yeah. Yeah. So we got to stay open. We got to stay open. We're not going to know everything. We're not going to be prepared for everything. But when it happens, be prepared to make an adjustment. Be prepared to make that adjustment. Don't get set nowhere. Don't get set in a position. Don't get set in a thought pattern. Don't get set in ideology. Don't get set in anything. Don't do it. Be prepared to adjust. Be prepared to change. Be prepared. And, yeah, like Old City Kane said, man, I think, let time do its thing and continue to parent. Let time do its thing and continue to work. Let time do its thing and continue to create. Let time do its thing and continue to grow, continue to build. because that's what we need to do to get where we're trying to go. And we already know wherever we're going, we want to be efficient. We want to get ahead. And the secret of getting ahead is getting started. So let's get started. Being open, let's get started on whatever it is that we want to accomplish. You know, as Barry mentioned earlier, you know, my son, you know, you get a different perspective. And it's easy for me to blame the mother and her way of thinking. It's easy for me to point out her flaws and things that she's lacking. Very easy to do that. It's always easy to point the finger at somebody else. It's always easy to point out somebody else's shortcomings. But as we often know, the easy route is not necessarily the best route. The easy route is not necessarily the routes that lead us to success. It's the challenges we face. It's things that we overcome. It's the adversity we deal with. That is what helps us the most. That is what helps us the most. And as Divine said, patience. Got to have patience and grace, like the Orient when they practice, the Orientals when they practice Tai Chi. I agree. I agree. And some things sometimes it feels a little hard to be patient about, but we got to do it. We got to do it. That reminds me of one of my favorite quotes by George Eliot, and that quote goes, "It's never too late to be what you might have been. It's never too late to be what you might have been." Whether it's a good parent, whether it's the best creator in the world, whether it's a multimillionaire, whether it's a pilot, whether it's a bus driver, whether it's whatever it is, it's never too late to be what you might have been. You know, City Kane. Weekly goal, continue being about my business, buy an investment property, get some more bike riding in, get patent approved, and get into full-time remissions. Yes. Yeah. It's nothing but greatness ahead of you. You stay on your, the GPS you following is taking you down some very, very enlightening paths. Some very, very positive paths. Some, you know, so yeah, keep your navigation on full speed ahead. Let's get that bike riding going. You got the bike. Let's get rolling. Yeah, let's get rolling. Yeah, man. Yeah, make sure y'all tap that like button too, man. We got to get those likes together. As a matter of fact, yeah, let's get into that, man. It's that part of the show. We're gonna do a slight shift, but yeah, this is that time, man. I need everybody to hit that like button. Everybody to tap that button. We need it. It really helps the channel enormously. Typically, that like button is $10,000. That is currently free to all 5 a.m. Club members. It is currently free. Please take one at the door. Grab one before you sit down. It is important. You guys have no idea what it does for the show. What it does for the show. Also, if any of you guys want to send me any drops for the show, I'll, just send it to my DM or something. And yeah, I'll download it, upload it, put it together, and package it up, so we all got a little something, man. But, wear your merchandise. Shout out yourself, your company, your brand. Shout out to 5 a.m. Club. And Bad Boy Blaze himself, man, and we get it together. And if you guys are having any idea where to go, where to start, here's several examples from several members of the club here.
Gotta get up early, nigga. Any nigga get up past 2 o'clock it got no money on his mind. Always remember that. Any nigga who get up past 2 o'clock, if you get up past 2 o'clock every day, you 12, 13, by the time you 21, you ain't gonna be shit.
Shit, he really need motherfucking 10.
If you get up past 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock every day, by the time you 22, nephew, you ain't gonna be shit. Listen to me, I'm telling you.
JD Jimerson, shout out to myself. You tapped into the 5 a.m. club. What up, Blaze?
What's good? It's your boy, the Real Chief A1, who is the Real Chief TV on YouTube. Shout out to Bad Boy Blaze and the whole 5 a.m. club. Waking up and getting your mind right to start your day. Shout out to yourselves.
Yo, what up? It's DJ Cy Mill. You're now tuned into the 5 a.m. club. Shout out yourself. What up, Blaze?
Let's see. 4:59. Shit, looks like you're right on time for the 5 a.m. club. Come for the positivity. Stay for the game. Shout out, Blaze.
Yeah. So shout out to y'all, man. That was pretty dope. Let's keep building. Let's keep doing it. Let's keep doing it. That's what we got happening. Also, everybody that help out, that look out, man. All the contributions are greatly appreciated. Necessary for us here at the 5 a.m. club. We are not monetized here, so I make it all happen. Myself and you guys, because y'all are real teammates. This is a real team, and we're doing real things. So yeah, we'll take 2 seconds to push that offering bucket around. Let's get into it.
I take cash out, Venmo, Zelle, EBT, EBT. I take cash out, Venmo.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, we got to be on it. Got to stay on it, man. Life is full of challenges, but we know what to do with them. And knowing something sometimes is not enough. Knowing and showing are 2 different things. So we have to make sure we're prepared to show what we know at any given minute, at any given time. We got to be prepared to show what we know. Otherwise, it's pointless. Whatever you can imagine is real. If you can think it, it's real. You can imagine it, it is real. It's real. That's one of the things I took the time. I wanted to make sure I share with my son this weekend. I know you go through things. We all go through things. That's what life is about. A young boy growing into a young man. And there's nothing more important to me than properly preparing him for that. Not shaping the kind of man he's going to be. He has to come into that himself, but to guide him. And that's an important lesson I learned. I thought I got that. I'll take care of that. I'll shape you. Don't worry. And I can't shape him. He's his own person. Just got to guide him. And the best thing you can do for your kid is, it's a village. It takes a village. So the best thing you can do for your loved ones is to make sure you create a village of superheroes. Make sure you create the Justice League. Wouldn't it be nice if we can grab our sons and daughters or the closest people to us and sit us down right next to us right now, 5 a.m.? Wouldn't it be cool if Savory Dave can grab one of his kids and sit down and say, "Hey, welcome guys. This is the 5 a.m. club. City Kane, would you mind talking to my daughter for a minute? Tell her your perspective on business and how hard it's been for you and the challenges you've experienced." And when he's done, JD, would you do the honors and share with my daughter or my son here? Let them know the difficulties involved with entrepreneurship. You know what I'm saying? Blaze, would you talk to my son about business? Would you get him straight? Would you let him know that it's not easy? Would you let him know exactly how many no's you run into regularly before you get a yes? Would you talk to him, Blaze? How awesome would that be? You know what I'm saying? How awesome would that be? You know, that's one of the best things we can do. It takes a village. We are the village creators. We are the facilitators of everything regarding to these little people. You know what I mean? You know, it's our job to facilitate that, and we have to do it the best we can. We have to do it the best we can. You know, so that's our job, and it's such an important job. There's such responsibility in that job that the best thing we can do is stay open. It's nothing worse than talking to somebody who has their mind made up already. It's nothing worse than that. It's nothing worse than trying to convince somebody who's irrational that they should be rational. There's nothing worse than trying to turn a pessimist into an optimist. You know, one of my big brother's favorite saying is you can't talk physics to a wino. It doesn't make sense. And on top of that, you'll never get anywhere with that wino discussing jargon, as he or she would call it. Can't discuss physics with a wino. It will never work. It'll never work. You know? So, yeah. We all got tough jobs. I related mine to my parents, and that's one of the biggest challenges I face in life. When it comes to creating, you know, that's as easy as waking up for me. Thoughts flow. Ideas come. You know, I'll find whatever I need, you know, support, and whatever capacity I need that in. You know, those things are challenging to other people. But for me, that comes easy, that comes natural. What has been challenging is the different things that I faced and deal with in my parenting, the different things that I face when it comes to, you know, understanding that there's two parties involved, that you got the mother and you got a father, and you guys got to work together to create one big bundle of joy, or two big bundles of joy, or three big, whatever you have, whatever your situation is. We want the best possible outcome. With the best possible outcome. You know, that's what we can do. There's no easy answer. There's no simple answer. Whatever you face with, whatever your challenge is right now, whether it's a financial challenge, whether it's a personal challenge, you have to be open. You have to make the adjustments. Wisdom 45, good morning. Welcome, brother. We appreciate you for however long you're able to hang out. Showtime, the real comedian, too. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you for sliding by here on us. We appreciate it. Student for Life Dog Training. Good morning. Thank you. Appreciate you guys as well. Yeah. The best thing we can do to prepare ourselves is be open. You know, we can't always be ready, but we can always be open. We can always be willing. Can't always be ready, but you can always be willing to make an adjustment, and that's one of the most important things that we can do. That's one of the most important things that we can know about life is that the best things come from these challenges. You know, Barry Bay is working out twice a day, 3 days a week. I'm sure week 1 was a tough one. Week 1 had its challenges. But wait till we see him in 3 months. Wait till we listen to how his mornings are going 3 months from now. I can only imagine the type of results. He done already got a new place. He done already furnished the thing, moved the little stuff in, got the big stuff situated. Gallon of water a day. He went from getting a few workouts a day, a few workouts in throughout the week. Now he had 3 days a week, 2 times a day. You know what I'm saying? We don't even gotta see the results. We know them. We know what they are. So we could imagine the changes that are taking place for him physically. We could imagine the changes that are taking place in his life. And it's as simple as that. As simple as that. Congratulations, Will Stumlin. Will Stumlin too, man, on accomplishing your goal last week. Yeah, you, Barry, a few people, handled their scandal. It was a little tough for me. Honey C, it was a little tougher. We all dealt with our challenges and adversity, but congratulations on you and accomplishing yours. We'd love to hear those stories too, because that motivate the people who didn't necessarily accomplish theirs. I had a tough time getting those. I'm pushing hard. 5 days a week for me on my workout, and I want to do twice a week. Twice a week. I'm sorry. I want to do twice a day. Didn't happen last week, but there's this week, and we own it. We own it. Yeah, we are on it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm looking forward to putting together a plan of action for myself and my newfound challenges, because I've certainly come across some new challenges in the last couple of weeks, and I'm looking forward to these challenges. I didn't look forward to them, but I'm looking forward to getting through them. Looking forward to overcoming them. Because at the end of those challenges, there's something good waiting for us. There's something good waiting for me. There's something good waiting for you. There's something to be learned. There's something to be gained. There's something to be accomplished. Something to be accomplished. What's done, man? Let's see. What did I do with okay, I gotta save these days. Sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, there's something to be accomplished all the time. I hope today's a great day for all of you kings and queens. Remember to lead with love, logic, and compassion. So every day we appreciate the warm, kind, and illuminating words. Enjoy your day, man. We appreciate you. Love having. And I'm going to send you a video on one of them sauces or something that you sent me that I'm going to whip up and, put together. I think that's pretty dope. And as last night I whipped up some, me and my son made some lamb. I ended up doing the cooking, but he did do the prep and the marinating, and so that worked out pretty good. Will Stumlin, definitely get that workout going, man. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, Honey C. We are wishing you a beautiful day, a better week, and remember, you got this. One day at a time. One day at a time. And remember that peace is something that's within. So while you're searching for peace, While you're hoping for peace, remember that it starts with yourself. Happy people make happy people. You know what I'm saying? Happy people make people happy. So if you're not around happy people, that's one reason, you know, why we cannot be happy. We're not around peaceful people. That's one reason we're not achieving peace. So we start there. Peace is within. Yeah, peace is within. Barry Beige, I know it's that time for you. We're getting close to that hour. Actually, yeah, we're getting close to that hour for you. I know you got to get to it. So before we get out of here, I'm going to leave y'all with a bit of Socrates. Socrates says that smart people learn from everyone and everything. Average people learn from their experiences, and stupid people already have all the answers. You know, smart people learn from everyone and everything. Average people learn from their experiences, and stupid people already have all the answers. Remember that. Pick your poison. Stay in your lane and do what you got to do for you, because there's nobody more important than you. I appreciate all y'all for tapping in. Got those goals down. Let's get on our goals. Let's knock it out. Let's accomplish it. I look forward to hearing results from you guys. I'm gonna definitely keep y'all posted on my endeavors. And remember, y'all, we got this. So appreciate everybody for tuning in and showing up. And if you got anything from the show, if you get anything from what we do here, always remember.
I take cash out, Venmo, Zelle, EBT, EBT. I take cash out.
Gotta get up early, nigga. Any nigga get up past 2 o'clock is not, he got no money on his mind. Always remember that. Any nigga who get up past 2 o'clock, if you get up past 2 o'clock every day, you 12, 13, by the time you 21, you ain't gonna be shit.
Shit, he really be fucking 10.
If you get up past 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock every day, by the time you 22, nephew, you ain't gonna be shit. Listen to me, I'm telling you.
JD Jimerson, shout out to myself. You tapped into the 5 a.m. club. What up, Blaze?
What's good? It's your boy, The Real Chief A1, who is The Real Chief TV on YouTube. Shout out to Bad Boy Blaze and the whole 5 a.m. club. Waking up and getting your mind right to start your day. Shout out to yourselves.
Yo, what up? It's DJ Cy Mill. You're now tuned into the 5 a.m. club. Shout out yourself. What up, Blaze?
Let's see. 4:59. Shit, looks like you're right on time for the 5 a.m. club. Come for the positivity. Stay for the game. Shout out, Blaze.